Live on TikTok.
There we go. Wow, everyone's got energy tonight. Sammy gave us the best intro.
She's
hungry. You're hungry.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't eat today. What did you eat something?
I ate breakfast. Yeah, I had some turkey. I ate breakfast.
Okay.
I just been working so hard all day.
Oh,
I'm hungry now.
Yeah, after she took, the last 2 days off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's right.
And her shower was a great time, you guys. So Sammy's wedding shower was Saturday night. It was such a good time.
It was hard to keep up with everyone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And like seeing all of Evan's friends from high school and middle school, like that was just a trip. But hello TikTok, Susie Saper here, owner of Hippy Pilgrim. We're getting ready to cook tonight. At least we're gonna try. My test recipe earlier was like a little flat whoopie pie, so I'm hoping I corrected it with the ratios for tonight. And how is everybody on Facebook? Make sure you say hello in the comments. Let us know where you are from, where you're watching from. What's that? Oh yeah, like the live. So it helps us out if you're like, as soon as you log on to the live, give it a like, a little love. If you're not already following us, follow us, especially on TikTok. If you're not a follower, just hit the follow button.
And share it to all of your friends.
Yeah, share the live too. We're in Massachusetts, so I'm on the South Shore of Massachusetts in a little town called Plimpton, Mass. And it's just a little farm town. I run a company called Hippy Pilgrim, and I make farm-to-table garlic salts, gourmet seasonings. This is my home kitchen, our test kitchen, and our manufacturing kitchen is right beneath us. And every Wednesday night, I take an hour to go live, get to know you guys a little more. You can see how I roll in the kitchen, and we try out new recipes using all of our products. So we'll wait for you guys to log on, but I am going to get a few things done while we're waiting. We have 2 recipes tonight that I'm hoping we get through. Turkey pot pie and apple cider donut whoopie pies with like a marshmallow cream cheese filling. I don't know, 'tis the season. I thought we should do it. I had some apple cider, I had some apples, and I thought, good inspiration. So what I'm going to start doing, I did a few things to save time tonight, but I have 2 tablespoons of unsalted room temperature butter in the bowl, and I'm mixing the wet ingredients for the whoopie pies, okay? And the word whoopie is our key word tonight. If you want a freebie when you order online, use the word whoopie in the order notes and we'll send you a free gift with your order. And we also do free shipping on orders orders over 75 at hippypilgrim.com. And that's HIPPY, the word pilgrim.com. So 2 tablespoons neutral oil, 2 tablespoons of butter, and I've got a half cup of brown sugar, dark, light, doesn't matter. Just throw it in there. I'm going to try, I always say I'm going to try and keep this clean, and it never is. So these are the first things that we want to mix in here. And this takes a little bit. It's a pain in the butt. When I designed this recipe, I only like to do it for 8, to 10 whoopie pies instead of having this recipe for like 30 of them. And I just don't trust myself to have them around. So I always cut my dessert recipes in half. So this bowl is a little big, but you want to mix all of this so that it just gets a light, fluffy consistency, and it takes a bit. So you just start off slowly to get the beginning part incorporated, and then you slowly speed it up. So we have a new wholesale account, you guys. We have a new account out in at the Big E, and it's not where is the Big E? Springfield.
Hold on, I'll look.
I think I've only been there once, but there is a farmer's market store. West Springfield. And the fair is going on right now until September 28th. But there's a store in there called the Farmer's Market Store. And sight unseen, this guy Nate decided to carry our products, and I am so grateful. So if you're at the Big E and you want to try our stuff, oh shit, what did I just get in there? What the hell is that?
The sticker from the
Sticker from
My
the
sticker
machine.
came off? That is so funny. I'm like, where the hell did that come from? Welcome to my kitchen, guys. If you're just logging on, Susie Saper here, owner of Hippy Pilgrim. I am making the wet ingredients for an apple cider donut whoopie pie. So we're mixing these up. But I was saying we're at the farmer's market store at the Big E in Springfield, and the fair is going on until September 28th. It's open 10 to 10, so you can go in there, check out our products. Tell Nate thank you for carrying us there. I'm super excited, and his store is actually open year-round on that spot, but obviously like the peak time is now to be shopping at that store. So mix this around. My oven
Renee
is
Cody
preheating.
said hi guys.
Hi Renee, how are you? Renee is so supportive, both online with her ordering. I always love when it's me that gets to write your note, Renee. And if those of you have never tried our products or you're just watching us for the first time on TikTok, hippypilgrim.com, Hippy, the word pilgrim.com. So you see how this is just getting lighter in color. It takes a little bit, it's a pain in the ass, but it's worth it because it'll just be lighter and fluffier. But it's just important that you have those things at room temperature, all right? So I'm gonna clean this off. All right, and we'll add a few more things into here. So this is apple cider that I reduced down, and it was about a cup of apple cider that I reduced down to kind of a syrupy 1/3 of a cup. So that is gonna go in here, and that's gonna give it that nice, you know, apple cider flavor. We're gonna put in 1 egg. All right, this is gonna be good. I hope it's better than my batch that came out earlier. They're like flattened cookies. And I know what I did wrong, but you know, I'm just gonna have to correct it, but I'm kind of pissed at myself. A little bit of our Hippy Pilgrim vanilla extract. This is available online, triple infused, and we also use local vodka from Dirty Water Distillery in Plymouth, Mass. And we also put the caviar of the bean right in the extract, so you'll get little black bits when you use it. So I'm just gonna put in about a 1/2 teaspoon there. And then I wanna grate some fresh apple. This is optional, but I just feel like it's an apple cider donut. You gotta do it. So I'm just gonna grate skin and all, and I only want a 1/4 cup. You don't want a lot because you'll make the mistake I did earlier and it'll just be too moist. But we just want enough, and then we're gonna blot it with paper towels just to dry it off. My oven's preheated at 400 degrees. I'm going a higher temp than I did earlier because I feel like in order to get that dome, it should be at a higher temp. So I'm gonna switch things up. And you know what? If I don't hammer it out tonight, I don't hammer it out tonight. But I thought of a really good use for the flat ones that I'll show you guys later. It is never the end of the world when something doesn't turn out in the kitchen. And I try not to beat myself up because what's the point? I'm still having fun cooking. So this is about a 1/4 cup of apples. I'm just gonna press the moisture out into paper towel, and there's a ton of it. That's where I went wrong earlier today. I completely forgot to do it. I just rushed and didn't do it. So I'm gonna get 2 more pieces. How's everybody doing tonight?
We got some comments.
Seems like, all right, let's hear comments.
So my Aunt Joanne said hello from
Hi,
Denver
Joanne.
Airport. She's on her way home.
I got to meet Joanne live and in the flesh at Sammy's shower. She is a boatload of fun. She reminds me of my grandmother on my mother's side, my mother's mother. Just a party on 2 legs. But I loved meeting you, Joanne. So we're gonna put, you know, that little amount in there, okay?
And then Renee Cody said, best products, you got it all. Savory, sweet, spicy.
Yeah, a little bit of everything in here. I wanna make sure I'm not forgetting anything now. So we've got our brown sugar, our reduced cider, we have the grated apple, the egg, vanilla extract, and just in case we need it, I have some milk, or you could use buttermilk, heavy cream, it doesn't matter. But I just want to mix this one more time to get all this stuff incorporated. It's going to look gross, but once we have the dry ingredients, we'll be in good shape. So just get all of that incorporated. If you're just tuning in, we're making apple cider donut whoopie pies. So this is the wet ingredients. We had 2 tablespoons of softened, unsalted butter, 2 tablespoons of a neutral oil, vegetable, avocado, grapeseed, whatever you have. You can even use olive oil if you want. We had a 1/2 cup of brown sugar, and then we've added in an egg, some vanilla extract. We reduced down apple cider to a third cup. Let me get a spatula.
We have Jill from Las Vegas
Hey, Jill.
and Denise from Michigan.
Hi, Denise. So what's the weather in Michigan and Vegas? Is it hot tonight? What's it like in Michigan? We have a beautiful night tonight. Like fall is in the New England air here. All right, so now I want to add my dry ingredients. We're going to do this slowly. I'm all done with this. So we'll get that guy out of the way. So don't worry about the ingredients because it's going to be in the recipe, but I've got flour in here, baking soda, baking powder, a little salt, some cinnamon, some fresh nutmeg, everything to give us that nice flavor base. So we're going to put half that in. You don't want to overmix this, so I'm just going to kind of gently fold it in. Oh, and I also used some of our Hippy Pilgrim pumpkin spice vanilla bean sugar. You got to put this on the rim of your beers right now. Thank you, Patty, for sending me that great picture. And thank you to Blanchard's and Marshfield that had me as a guest in their store. They've got a great pumpkin ale there that they showed. It's in a video on my feed if you want to check it out. All right, so we've added half of that. I'm not going to add that milk because I feel like this is moist enough. If these flatten out again, I'm going to be so pissed, you guys. I changed my recipe. I didn't want to make them a third time in one day. I can tell this is already looking better than the last one, I will tell you that. I don't think we're going to need that milk at all. I don't want to ruin it.
Heidi said hi, everyone.
Hi, Heidi. You planned a great shower, everything, decorations, you did food, you didn't miss a beat. It was awesome watching you in action because I'm terrible with planning stuff like that, but boy, you pulled it together.
Yeah, she's done it my whole life.
It was so nice. It really was just so nice. All right, so there's our whoopie pie batter, okay? The easiest way to pull these off is with a scoop. This stuff spreads, you guys, so don't get overzealous. Like, this is going to make a massive whoopie pie. I think I'm going to stick to the smaller ones. Let me move this over. This I don't need for a little bit. We can move this. Everyone's so quiet tonight. I'm having a good time. I had a good day today. I got a lot of crap done.
Laurel said hi there, really cute sweater.
Oh, thank you. TJ Maxx, baby. I went for the first time, never been to a TJ Maxx, and boy, I had a good time in there. All right, lined cookie sheets. This one is a Silpat liner. You can just put parchment paper, it doesn't matter. And then we're just gonna scoop this on. And you wanna make sure you give enough room for these to spread out. This already looks so much better than my last batch, I can tell you that.
Jill from Las Vegas said 99 degrees, still hot right now.
Which Jill is it?
It just says Tombstoner Jill.
Oh, okay.
And then Denise from Michigan said 80 degrees.
Oh, nice. I know, we're starting to get that fall air again. And, you know, I don't mind it. I'm a lifer, New Englander. Fall's my favorite season.
It's my favorite too.
Rekindled home in Middleborough, just refilled with our stuff. So if you want to shoot in there, you can grab our products. I have a store locator too on the website. So if you go to hippypilgrim.com, you can see like store locator, also what markets we're going to be at. What markets are you at this week, Lindsay?
Milton tomorrow, Kilroy Square Friday, and then Hingham and Hanover.
All right, perfect. Lindsay owns a company called Lindsay's Local, and the markets I'm not at, that she's at, she sells our products. So look for, whenever you see Lindsay's Local, she has great baked goods and our stuff. So into the oven, 400 degrees, and why don't we set a timer, Lindsay, for 6 minutes, just so I can check on it?
Yep.
All right, and I'll get the other tray like ready to rumble, just to get it over with. I feel like I placed those too close together, but guess what? We're gonna find out. I love these little scoops too, and you don't have to spray these little pans at all either. I love these, and they prevent like overspreading in cookies. That's why these are truly meant for like cookies, but I use them for everything because they're super easy to clean up too. So the flat ones, that I'll show you guys after. I feel like you could use these to make a triple decker whoopie pie, where you have 2 bases and then a layer in the middle. So if you guys have a fail, you know, try and find a creative way. They still tasted good. You ate one. It was just like flat as a pancake. So I would turn it into a triple decker whoopie pie, or you could make the cutest little personal sized cakes with this by just layering it up. You could do like 6 layers and it would be so cute. So don't throw them away, freeze them, and you could make something really cute. You think I should put these on the bottom rack?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right, we'll put it in this other batch. Oh yeah, these are already looking better, so much better. Yay, I'm so happy. You should see the pathetic ones from earlier. I think we'll get started on the turkey pot pie. So if you guys want to uncook and come visit with me, I'll reheat my hot chocolate while I'm at it. The kitchen gets so hot, you guys, with the oven on, but it's gonna be, oh, we need that new butter. All right. But we'll be sweating our butts off is what's gonna happen. So a couple tablespoons of butter we're gonna put in here. And I'm gonna use, I keep teasing you guys talking about these salt-free blends, but we have, thanks Jim, we have 3 new salt-free blends that are coming out in a couple weeks. And I'm gonna use one tonight, and it's the all-purpose poultry seasoning. And it's, oh my God, you guys, it smells like the saltiest bouillon, and it has no salt, no nothing. No salt, no sugar, no dairy, no gluten, no nuts. So I'm melting 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter, and turkey pot pie or chicken pot pie has got to be one of the easiest things to make. And you can do it with leftovers, and that's how this recipe came about. I was craving turkey, you guys, so I ended up buying like a 10.5-pound turkey and invited 2 people over for a little Friendsgiving this week. And then I was thinking, what am I going to do with the leftovers? The live was coming up, and this is how I'm going to use the rest of the meat that was on the bird. And I even made turkey bone broth out of all the bones. So once I took the meat off, I threw the carcass in water with onions, celery, my seasonings, and it was good to go. So this is super boring, I know. We're melting butter. Over here, you guys, we're going to be working with puff pastry tonight. There's going to be more than one way that you can serve this turkey pot pie. You can either do it as a single serve in a little crock, put the filling in there, and then we're going to cover it with the puff pastry. Or you could do homemade, whatever pie crust you have. Or if you want to bake these squares early, you can split them very easily with a bread knife, and then put this on a plate, put the filling on it, and then just top it and give it a garnish. That's a easy make-ahead way. So I wanted to show you guys what these look like coming out of the oven. And that was just a square of store-bought puff pastry that I popped in the oven at 400. And we're going to do it both ways. We're going to make it in like a casserole pan, and we're also going to do a few more of those. Like, we'll just switch it up. Why not? I like showing you guys that there's more than one way to do it. So I'm going to add to this some onions, because why not? Like, onions, it just all goes in. And this is going to be whatever you guys are kind of in the mood for, what you have on hand. There's no right or wrong. Hi, Jeannie. I'm trying to see who's logging on so I can say hello. I'm just moving these onions for a minute. I got to get something out of the freezer, you guys. Jim, will you take that over? So you can either chop up fresh carrots, or you can just get a bag of this, okay? This can be as simple or as complex as you want to make it. So with back to school, busy weeknights, this one is gonna, we're gonna pull this recipe off so quickly. Or you could get a bag of frozen peas and then cut up your own carrots that you happen to have in the fridge, all right? So the onions is gonna give this great flavor. And you don't want them to brown. but you do want them to get translucent. All right, and this is another recipe where we are going to be adding flour into this to thicken it up.
Amy
you,
said
Jim.
I'm here and I love pot pie.
Ugh, I do too. It's just so hearty, comforting. It uses up leftovers. It's versatile. And I love that I have the homemade turkey stock that we're going to use in this too. That's going to just give it such an intense flavor.
My Aunt Sandy said I like the filling over mashed potatoes.
Ooh,
After 6
that sounds
minutes.
awesome. Thank you. I'll take a quick peek. So now we're adding the flour. That's going to be our thickener. You just want to cook it off for a minute so that it'll take away that, raw flour taste. And while we're doing that, I'm going to grab this homemade, this is the turkey stock I made. Here's about 2 cups. Look at that. Ugh, look at the color of it. Just beautiful. This went overnight. I slept on the couch just so I could keep an eye on it. Sometimes I even put the pot in the whole oven too, and I put it on low overnight. So now we're slowly going to add this in. It's going to get all like gummy and weird. Don't panic. All right? This is what happens when you make a roux. But just keep stirring. All right? And just gently move it. Add some more liquid. And if we need extra, I have a little left over from the thing I had in the fridge to use up. But there's 2 cups of that. I want to whisk. I don't like that.
Joanne Jack said I am finally watching you live. I found out recently about
Yay!
this.
Who was the awesome friend that turned you on to us? I love that. Welcome. We're doing turkey pot pie and we are doing whoopie pies. Hold on one second. I want to take a peek at these. Yay! They rose. I'm so happy. Yeah, those are done. Perfect. I am so excited that I hammered out this recipe. Wait till you see the batch from earlier. You're going to die. Hold on. I'm going to turn the temp down on that. Let me rest these over here. Look how cute those are. And I think I want to move these up maybe a row. I don't know. What do you think? No, those are done. This feels a little uneven, but oh well. Where am I going to put this one?
Put it just in the back of the stove.
You sure? Well, I'll leave it right here for now. How about that? I'll keep it there. Here's where the chaos starts. All right, and we'll leave that up to temp for this dish. Okay, so now we have this like little milky base, okay? We're gonna bring the temperature up. We're gonna add this bag. This is a 12-ounce bag of peas and carrots. You could get the little mini onions, the little pearl onions if you wanted for these. You could put celery in this. Totally up to you guys. I love using up stuff kicking around.
Joanne Jack, who said she just started watching, I used to be your mail carrier and you gave me my first original.
Oh, that makes me feel good. I'm glad you liked it enough to come back for more, hopefully, and watch us. If you guys are wondering where you're going to get these recipes, I post them on my blog at hippypilgrim.com, Hippy, the word pilgrim.com. Just give me 24 hours to get them up there, but that's where we post them. And you can also watch a replay of the live. We post that too. So you can even go back on all of our other episodes too. We've had some really good episodes. We had the Plymouth Trash Lady here last week, and she said her kids ate the healthy chicken nuggets. So she actually sent me a message and said that, being in my kitchen made her feel like there's still time and hope for her and her kids and to undo some bad habits. So even her husband liked the homemade chicken nuggets. So if you want a fast food style healthy chicken nugget to swap out with what you're currently giving your family, you got to just try that recipe from last week. It's so good. All right, so this is warming up. Now what we're also going to add to it is the best garlic salt for this one, is my Thanksgiving garlic salt. This is my favorite one that I make. There's our company right there. You can order it online at hippypilgrim.com. But this one has 4 different fresh herbs, fresh garlic, kosher salt, black pepper, and it just has a lot of flavor and a pinch. So I also use this for my Thanksgiving turkey. I rub the whole turkey in butter or oil, sprinkle this all over it, and then it doesn't have the label yet, you guys, but this is the salt-free poultry blend that's coming out in a few weeks. Oh my God, it's so amazing. It's better than the box. That's all I'm gonna say. So we're gonna add some of this to it too, just to give it that earthy New England flavor. All right, and we're warming up those carrots and peas.
Amy says she uses the Thanksgiving and turkey meatballs.
Oh, hell yeah, girl. See, it's so versatile too. I put it in my eggs. Like, it's just, I'm constantly, oh shit. Did we forget about those other ones? No. Thank God. Oh my God.
For
I'm
once
like,
she remembered,
what we
it's
leave in
already
the
out.
oven? I know, and it's already out. So you need this to heat up for it to be able to thicken with that flour. So that's why I'm kind of, tenderly giving this a stir. What we also want to add to this is a half cup of milk, cream, half and half, whatever, plant-based milk, I don't care, whatever you have on hand, all right? So I think I poured in a little more, but oh well, we'll use it all. How
Carlo
about that?
Festino said the Thanksgiving's her favorite seasoning.
Oh, that's the fourth one I ever came out with, and it's my favorite one. And we have 17 different flavors of garlic salt, and I just haven't found one yet I like better than the Thanksgiving. North End is a close second. I love all my salts, but Thanksgiving and North End I tend to use a lot. Right now, Extreme is on the rotation because we still have some of that. All right, so we're gonna add the chicken in too, or turkey. So this is about 3 cups, maybe a little more because I didn't want to waste any. Or maybe we're missing a cup because Sammy ate some.
Sammy ate some,
It
should
looked
be
a
good.
little low. All right, so now look how easy this is, guys. This was just one skillet, easy stuff. Like, this is stuff you can pull off. You can get store-bought
Alex, Yum,
crust.
what is it? Says Sunrise.
This is the filling for a turkey pot pie, you guys. All right? We need it to get up to temp to be able to thicken that sauce so that's not all watery. All right? And I'm using my friend Brenda's pan that she gave me, my favorite red pan. I must use it on all the lives when I do baking, but it reminds me of her. So my dog, Daniela, it was Brenda's dog, and Brenda passed away, and I took her dog, and she gave me some of her kitchen items, which I use all the time in my lives. So you're always going to hear about Brenda. Brenda was so awesome. So there's the basic filling. I'm going to go get a spoon and just give it a little taste. See how it is. See if we need to adjust the seasonings. Oh, that homemade stock, you guys, is like the magic sauce of this whole thing. So if you have homemade, turkey stock, oh my God. And I'm gonna add more of the salt-free poultry seasoning that's coming out in a couple weeks. This is so good. You can also put this on your Thanksgiving turkey. And it's got that smell of decadent salty bouillon cube, but no salt at all. So we're gonna stir that in, getting nice and hot. And that's it, guys. This is all you have to do for this. You could also add in the salt-free garlic herb if you wanted to. North End, doesn't matter. Whatever you have, switch it up. It's not gonna taste bad, trust me. What were you gonna say, Jim? Oh, I thought you were going to tell me about a comment. Hey, everybody joining on TikTok. Make sure you hit follow. Follow us along. We do this every single Wednesday night. You always get a couple recipes every Wednesday night. My name's Susie Saper. I own a business called Hippy Pilgrim out in Plimpton, Mass. And I make gourmet garlic salts, farm-to-table garlic salts, gourmet seasonings, and every week I cook with the stuff, and it is amazing. Our original is in the TikTok store. That's our best-selling garlic salt. That's where the company all started. So if you want to grab a jar, you can get it there or at hippypilgrim.com, and I do free shipping on orders over 75.
Jenna Marie, Wendy, and Brian all just followed.
Oh, thank you, you guys. I appreciate it so much. You guys will have fun with us every week. It's always a shit show. There's an alarm going off. Like, there's always some calamity. All right, so I'm going to turn that off for a sec. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to get Brenda's
Do you do
pan.
gift certificates?
We do. You can buy them in, I think it's maybe a $25 minimum on the gift certificates. But yes, you can get that. At the top of the website, when you log on, you'll see the link for that. And you just hit that, and that's where you can get it. All right, so you're just gonna get a pan, and this will continue to thicken while it cooks. And you're gonna pop that right in here. All right. You guys should see I've got like an iPad over my right shoulder. Sammy, they are doing whatever it takes to get the shot. I love it. I want to save a little scoop to show what it's going to look like on one of those. Hold on. Let's see. Oh no, hold on, Sammy. I'm not going to do it just yet. I'm making a mess, you guys. The mess is coming.
That means the food's gonna be good.
I know, that means it's almost ready. When you see a mess coming, everything's almost ready. Okay. So that should be enough. We can put in one more scoop. This smells so fresh. Can you just smell that fresh turkey in there? So just yum. And so easy. And you can make this in advance, you guys. You could even just make this, leave it in the fridge, and then the next day put the puff pastry on top and pop it in the oven. And stuff like this reheats well. So there we go. There's all of that. All right, I'll save that to spoon with one of those. So then we need a little topping for it. You can either do biscuits, you can do pie crust, but I have puff pastry right here. And I love puff pastry, so I thought, why not? So if you guys want to hang over here with me, I gotta roll this out a little bit. So this is puff pastry. You get it in the freezer section. It comes in a full sheet, and you want to thaw it. This one's still a little bit, you know, cold there, because as you open it, you're gonna see it's gonna want to split right there, okay? But we'll make it work no matter what. So that's how big the sheet is when you get it, okay? And you can roll it out too. Somewhere I've got a little wooden ruler. Hold on. You see it, Jim?
No.
Oh, here it is. My nieces gave me this. I love it. So thank you, Haley, Emily, and Sophie. And you can roll it out and, you know, manipulate it, make it bigger. There's that freaking fly we couldn't get rid of earlier. Jim caught a fly with his bare hands earlier. He was like Mr. Miyagi. I could not believe it. I was like losing my mind over this fly. He caught it with his bare hands, and within how many minutes this little shithead came and ruined our night. All right, so you can roll this out. I'm gonna bring this over here. I wanna see how much room we have to fill. This is gonna be good. Let's see what the, we can probably shave a little off or just fold it over, you think, Jim?
Yeah.
Yeah? Hold on, I feel like we need to make it a little longer though. I love this thing. I don't have to get the whole rolling thing out, but this one's very cold. These have softened. You don't want it so, you don't want to bring these to room temp because then it won't puff up as much. So you kind of have to, you know, bring it out to thaw at like just the right time. You can cut these into squares, like that's what I did with that earlier shape, was just cut them into squares, and we can actually do that with this. So I think I'm going to keep it simple and just lay this right over the top, okay? And I think we'll just fold these in, because why cut it off and waste it? All right, we'll fold those over. And then we're going to want to put just a couple of those. We'll put a little vent holes. Why not? Okay? And you can also, if you want, brush some egg on top. You want to get extra fancy here. This will give it kind of a nice little something something on the top. And who doesn't have an egg kicking around? You don't have to do this part. It'll just look a little dry and boring. And the good thing is you can add seasonings on top of this and it'll adhere nicely because of the egg. So of course I'm going to add more of our, this piece doesn't want to do its thing, so we'll just let it hang out there. How about that? Thank you, Jim. Jim is so good. I've officially decided Jim is the technical director. He is like, he remembers everything I forget, which is like a lot, which is a ton. All right, so we've brushed this, we've made this look pretty. We'll sprinkle some of those seasonings on top. And again, I'll go in with the Thanksgiving. A pinch on top, give it a little fun. And then a little bit of that salt-free poultry seasoning that's coming out in a couple weeks. This is gonna go in at just the right time. All right, I'm popping this in the oven, you guys. 400 degrees. And that should rise right up.
How long?
I'm gonna give it at least 15 minutes. All right?
Everybody got a
I'll
chicken
get
laying
the-
eggs.
Jim and Lindsay do. If you guys need farm fresh eggs, go see Jim and Lindsay. So these are the ones, so this right here, if you were to cut one of these, okay, into this shape, this is how it bakes up. Just like this, okay? And all you're gonna do, and I like this method, it's good if you're feeding a crowd because these can be made in advance. They don't have to be hot. You want to get a serrated bread knife to be able to cut these. Now, these can be used for both sweet and savory fillings, okay? So you see how light and airy it is, almost like a croissant. All right, this was with no egg on top, so you'll be able to see the difference too. But they're just so light and airy. And then I'm gonna get a bowl. I'll show you how I would serve that.
Renee Cody said Jim's the bomb,
Jim is the bomb.
and she can't wait for the poultry seasoning.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good, you guys. So we'll put this on the bottom. All right, hold on. Let me clean up this disaster I'm making, okay? And then I have what's left in here. Oh, this smells so good. This smells delicious. So you can either just make the filling and have these already made. It's so easy to do it this way. Or do it in a, one kind of pot deal. Right? That's all she wrote on that. It smells so fresh. It's kind of that, it's the broth. And then you kind of have that on an angle. Get some fresh parsley. And there's like a perfect single serve turkey pot pie right there, you guys. How nice is that? Who wants to try it? You want 2 forks, you guys?
Sure.
Hold on.
Sharon is Karen.
Sammy is our Facebook cam. Jim is on TikTok. They like to share.
She gave us metal forks, guys.
They got real forks this time because you guys are important. You deserve the medal.
It's a full-size one.
We'll see what you think. I know. While I'm cleaning up.
Oh, that's good.
Isn't that good?
Oh, that's good.
It's so fresh. It's just like so fresh tasting because of the broth and everything. You know what I should do? What do we have? All right, so what I'm going to do now, you guys, while we're waiting, these I want to put back because we're not going to make these right now. Let me see. How's everybody doing? Are you still with me? Sammy is loving it. She looks so happy right now. I'm going to fold this over. Will you pop these in the fridge? Look at that damn fly. I hate it. I just want to get it. All right, I'm heating up my thingy. So these are, and will you grab out of the freezer the ones I did earlier? So they can see the difference. So if your batter is too moist, I'm going to show you what happens.
Renee asked, how was Sammy's shower?
It was so much fun. They're just the cutest couple. You guys look so happy. Evan was like on the verge of tears, giving a little
He's
speech.
always crying.
It's so cute. He got that from me. All right, so this was batch number 1 earlier today. Okay, I think these.
Hold them up in front of you. Yeah.
There we go. So this was too wet of a batter. This was just perfect. So I corrected
It tasted very good though. The texture, you could tell it was thin, but the taste was perfect.
So this would make a great ice cream sandwich. Don't throw these away. Just because it didn't come out the way you anticipated doesn't mean it's not useful. And this is where what some people would consider a failure in the kitchen, I'm more like no, it's not a failure. It's not what I expected, but I could turn it into something really good. So I'm gonna show you guys what we can do with this, okay? I made a marshmallow cream cheese frosting. All right, I'll show you guys. So this has softened cream cheese, softened butter, cinnamon, nutmeg. I put in some fluff, which I thought would just give it great flavor, powdered sugar, a little bit of vanilla extract, and you get this great, look at that lovely little cream cheese frosting. So what you could do is you could still use it. You could still use what we made here, all right, and frost that. It's not useless, okay? But you could do like a triple decker. So you could put that on, but then do it again. And you could also make a single serving cake. Like you could frost this all the way around and just slowly build it up. But this would be a fun little, look at that, little triple decker. It's almost like and I froze the tops. I also put our pumpkin spice vanilla sugar on top, but you could turn those into a triple decker. But I like the way these came out better, but these are not a lost cause. They'll still be delicious. Or use them for ice cream sandwiches. That would be amazing, all right? So now we have these adorable, these came out perfect. I'm so excited at how good these came out. What I really wanted was that nice dome, and it comes out to, you know, cooking it at a higher temp, you know, about 400 degrees. So I put in some of that cream cheese frosting. I have all these bakery bags. So I was like, you know what, I might as well put them to good use and use them. So you can even see the apple in there too. You see that little apple piece that's caramelized? But those just look perfect. So we're gonna give that a little whoopie pie filling. Oh my God. I love baking. I love baking as much as like cooking. And then we'll sandwich that yumminess. Oh, look at these, you guys. They're adorable, okay? You can also, if you want, don't have to, you can take the vanilla sugar if you want, go around the edge. This is the pumpkin spice vanilla sugar. And you can also put it on the tops like a real cider donut. Rub it in. And look at that. What do we think of that? You want to try it?
Yeah.
You guys want to try it? I'll
Jim
make
is
another
making
one.
more noises
Hold on,
than I
will
was.
you try it on cam?
Sure.
Yeah, or cover
Okay.
on here, Samuel cover. We never get to see Jim, and we love Jim. Hi, Jim.
Hey.
There it is.
Hold on, hold on.
Hold on, she's getting ready.
2 cameras here.
And I'll work.
I'm taller too, so.
Yeah.
I know, and I'm wearing heels too.
All right.
What do we think?
Mm.
Yeah?
He's even got it in his beard for
You
later.
got it in his beard for
Oh,
later.
It's gonna happen.
Beard.
I know I've lived this with Evan now. It's weird.
All right, so we'll get a close up. So start it on the outside edge and then just work your way in. All right. I always like to like dome it up a little so that when you press it down, you've got that big squeeze. So hold on. And that recipe, it was a small recipe, but it makes a lot. So I just like not having tons of these kicking around because they're dangerous. They're like so dangerous. All right, so now we've got one for Sammy and one for Lindsay. Oh, look at the sandwich. Look at that. Do you want sugar on it?
Sure.
A little sugar on the edges. Jazz it up with this pumpkin. So you could even use the chai latte on this. Again, make it like a real cider donut and get the sugar on all sides. Oh my God. I hope we get a kitchen crasher tonight. Lindsay, you want one?
Sure.
Yay! Come on up, girl. You guys never get to see Lindsay either, and your hair looks so pretty tonight.
I washed it.
So this is Lindsay of Lindsay's Local. She washed her hair tonight.
Big day.
I feel so special. She's got microgreens, you've got eggs, you've got baked goods, and we love your stuff. And she volunteers every single week with her husband. Even though she has a ton of stuff to do back in the kitchen. All right, give that a try. What are we thinking? Yeah?
Delish.
Delicious?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that fun? They're just so fun. And even now, taste this, Lindsay. So this was our, not happy with batch. But that's kind of a fun little, take a bite of that and tell us. These I popped in the freezer because they were so delicate.
The flavor's there.
Yeah.
So it's there, it just wasn't the texture. So see, not useless.
Not
right?
useless.
Can I
Not
just say,
useless.
I
That was
knew
the middle.
Heidi was gonna say something. She said, Sammy, wedding diet doesn't include whoopie pies.
Oh no! Listen, she's allowed to try every Wednesday. I need taste testers, and if Kitchen Crashers aren't coming,
It's too tempting not
yeah,
to.
you guys are the next best thing. All right, so you don't have to pipe this on. I just happened to have the gear to do it, and was like, you
How
know
long are we
what?
supposed to put the pot pie in for?
Until it's done.
Oh.
I have a timer.
Yeah, she has a timer. We'll peek
My
at it.
5 minutes.
It's getting there.
That's a
It's still,
wonderful
it needs
answer.
more time.
No more
Until
time.
it's done.
It's definitely not done, but it looks good. All right, so let's do this again. So this was cream cheese, powdered sugar, fluff.
The thinner one is denser.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
What is the flavor? Yeah, the flavor's
And
spot on.
this is
That's what I
much
said, too.
lighter, for sure. Yeah, so these aren't, oh shit. We didn't want to do that. I didn't have an elastic. That's all right, we'll move it down. I'm cleaning this up. I'm washing my hands, folks. I'm washing my hands. They're a mess. That pot pie smells so good. I just am so glad I made all that homemade broth. You guys have no idea. I can't believe, I was like craving turkey. Like I love Thanksgiving dinner. That's like my favorite meal of all time. Didn't we have more of these kicking around that I have to frost while we're waiting? I do. I'll bring these over. I'll bring these over to make even more of a mess. And beforehand too, when those are laid out, you could also put the sugar on top too at this point. So if you just wanted to top each one and then just rub it in, you can. I think that's what I did earlier with these, but these were a disaster. I'm so glad I hammered it out though. That makes me happy. It's just like problem solving. But it definitely, the batter was too
The
wet.
change in temp too.
Yeah, higher temp, definitely. So I just feel like these came out so much better. And this easy little cream cheese, fluff, vanilla, cinnamon, spice, really whatever you have on hand you can work with. But it's just so yummy. And then I made this filling in advance, and then you just bring it to room temp so that it pipes out nicely, because otherwise it's going to be very stiff. And you want it to be able to, you don't want to fight with it at this stage of the game. These are so damn cute. We're going to have to get a cute picture of these while I have them. I always forget. So I've got a little handful here. I'll finish them off. What do you guys think? Would you try this? Do you guys like this recipe? I don't think I've seen anyone do an apple cider donut whoopie pie. I haven't seen it. You watch, it'll be a big trend now. But that's good, because we should have more of these on the planet. Look how yummy that is. Ah, so good. And I still have all this extra frosting too, to make something fun with those. Oh, this is so cute, you guys. I love it. I gotta get a little pic. What did we do with the Hope line from?
It's in front of you.
Oh, here it is. Here it is. We got a call on the helpline last week. Sheila called, and she wanted to know if you could freeze cooked chicken cutlets that you made. So that, yeah, that's what I told her. Absolutely. All right, let me find my camera.
I would have said absolutely.
Absolutely. That's funny, because I love saying that. All right, let's get a picture of this. I'm gonna get low on here. Well, these are so cute, you guys. I love them. They are adorable. I love a good whoopie pie. I'm definitely like, I love chocolate whoopie pies, but this is so seasonal that I just, yum. Yum, yum, yum. These look good. Hold on. Let me angle it. There we go. All right, perfect. Let me get a little, you want to grab a plate for these, Jen, that I'll rest them on? Yum! Yeah, these are definitely denser. This would be a good mini cake. You could like stack, you know how many layers you could stack up and make a tiny mini cake? And these were also like just more pliable, but I felt like I had to freeze them to get them to be able to be frosted. So look at these adorable little things. These would be a great little cookie swap cookie, wouldn't they? Wouldn't it be a fun one? This one's like pouring out. Yeah.
You mean perfect?
Huh?
You mean perfect?
Yeah. This one's like all everywhere. Hold on, let me get this stuff out of the way. Wash my hands again. And we'll check on our pot pie, you guys. What do you think I should make
The timer
next week?
just went off.
Let's see. Oh, look at that bubbling up. Hold on. I'll turn the heat off for a second. What do you think we should make next week, you guys? Let's hear some suggestions. I've got a butternut squash on the counter that I want to turn into something wonderful. So there's one inspirational ingredient, is butternut squash. I'm not opposed to more apple stuff going on. Oh, you know what you can do too, guys? Now that I'm looking at it. So you know how I was telling you guys that you could do this sweet or savory? Oh, look at this. You could fill that with that little cream cheese filling like a Danish. And this would be amazing. All right. You could even have, if you saute up some apples with sugar and get it almost like a jam-like consistency, you could put apples on it and then, yum. You try that, Sam, with the cream. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be so good. Like bakery style something. Isn't that yum? Right? Hold on, let me get this out now.
We have 2 suggestions for next week.
All right, let's hear it.
Beef Wellington.
Oh, Jesus.
I know. That's a tough one.
Jim
You're
did not pay
killing
them to
me.
say
You should
that.
see Jim's eyebrows. He's so excited. I've never made a beef Wellington.
Really?
Next week.
No,
I think
never.
we should.
I have never. That's a tough one to get done in the time we need.
Absolutely.
That's too difficult.
And
Oh my God, you guys gotta unhook and get over here. Oh, lovely. Look at this.
Oh, it smells so
Actually, no, I don't need to cook. Oh, maybe I will cook the rest of those little bottoms. Look at this, you guys. All in one, good to go. The filling on the bottom, just a slab of puff pastry on top. Super easy. Topped it with our new poultry salt-free seasoning and my Thanksgiving garlic salt, just to give it that color. It was brushed with egg on top. So I want to see how this cuts. But this looks, look at this. Oh my God, you guys. This is going to be so good. And you can use pie crust too. I just happen to have puff pastry. Oh my God. Oh, and I forgot to take a picture of it all cooked, but oh well. Maybe I could still get one before I remove that piece. How about that? Hold on. We always have work to do while we're doing this because, hold on. It's nice to give you guys a picture when I post the recipe, but it's just tough because our lighting, and I'm sorry, Jim, but you have better lighting over here. Let me see. Good enough. All right. So now let's get a piece out. You could let it sit for a bit, but I have hungry campers here and I want you guys to see this. Look at that. You see that? We've got all this extra here too. It'll thicken upon standing. Look at all that beautiful white meat. This gravy. The onions. Like, oh my God. Oh my God. Let me move this little piece of onion. I don't like that there. Look at that, you guys. I also hate a messy edge. I hate that. But, oh well, look at that. They're going to photograph it while I wash my hands again. I probably washed my hands 100 times tonight. Look at that. There's our meals, you guys. We've got these amazing whoopie pies. It's delicious. And you could also, too, one more option on how to deliver this meal. You could, remember when we had the whole rectangle of puff pastry out? You could actually put that right on a baking sheet and bake it so that it rises, like, you know, it'll turn into one of these, okay, but big, and then just place it on top of that piping hot pan. You could do that too. And that's another time saver. So you're literally just lifting it from one to the other. And it'll get a lot thicker than it does when you actually have it on a moist base here. But there's our quick and easy turkey pot pie. So save that one, bookmark that one for your Thanksgiving leftovers. It's going to be so good. And make sure you save the body of the turkey to make your homemade broth, you guys. Don't ever throw out a turkey carcass. And if you're tempted to, text me and I will come pick it up because I make tons of bone broth with this. And then here's our delicious apple cider donut whoopie pies that we made. Yum, yum. So people are going to be sent home with those. So we did it, 7:57. Even with time to spare, you guys, we pulled it off. So find me next week. We'll be doing something next week, fall seasonal. I definitely want to work with butternut squash. I'm kind of toying with the idea of making a really great butternut squash lasagna. I used to make this lasagna years ago called Back in Time butternut squash lasagna, and it's got butternut, thyme, a beautiful cream sauce, cream Parmesan garlic sauce. It's so, so good. I just want to find a way to pull it off in the brief time frame that we have. And I don't know, send these suggestions my way. Those of you that are on TikTok right now, hit follow. I'd love to have you guys follow us. We cook live every week, 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right out here in Massachusetts. I'm Susie Saper. I own Hippy Pilgrim in Plimpton, and I make gourmet seasonings, spices. The stuff we featured tonight, we used our pumpkin spice vanilla sugar, our Thanksgiving garlic salt. I also used our Hippy Pilgrim vanilla extract, which is triple infused. It's so good, you guys. And then this is going to be coming out in a couple weeks. That's our zero salt poultry seasoning. Look at the color on that. It's better than the box, you guys. This is going to be a hit for the holidays. So good to do a turkey if you're cooking for someone that has had a heart attack, a stroke, needs to be on a low sodium diet. This whole line, we're going to have 9 of them now. So if you know somebody looking for salt-free stuff, we have a full line of that too. But thanks for joining us. Good night, Facebook. Good night, TikTok. And we'll see you next week, same time, 7 to 8 p.m. And I know it'll be something good. Have a good night, you guys.